It was 2 weeks ago yesterday when that fire broke out at the migrant detention facility to the left of me here in Ciudad Juarez. A total of 40 migrants were killed in that fire. And today, a somber homecoming for 23 men who lost their lives in that fire. Dawn is beginning to break over a parking lot in central Juarez. Here, dozens of workers are preparing to transport 23 caskets to the Juarez airport. 19. The remains of 17 men from Guatemala and 6 men from Honduras, victims of a fire and casualties of an immigration crisis that shows no signs of slowing down. Juarez police will escort the procession. Officials from Guatemala and Honduras work with their Mexican counterparts to coordinate the transfer.
Of course, you're dealing with the federal government, state government, and city governments, so it's hard.
Sal Perches owns Perches Funeral Homes. His company was hired by the Mexican government to provide the caskets that are inside those cardboard enclosures. Perches also provided the 4 vans and 6 hearses that transported the 23 victims.
They're casketed. We did buy them clothing because they didn't have clothes, and we told the consulate that we would take care of that because you need to send them off in a dignified way.
It takes about 20 minutes to travel from the funeral home to the airport. Reporters get video of the event, another chapter in this city's ongoing struggles to cope with a crush of mostly Central American migrants who wait in Juarez for a chance to enter the U.S.
La gente que se murió estaban trabajando y lo agarraron y ahí los quemaron prácticamente.
Near downtown Juarez, I speak to a Venezuelan migrant who didn't want to give me his name. He said today's procession won't change much when it comes to how migrants are treated by authorities in Juarez. He says the migrants are abused and neglected and exhausted. Back at the airport, after an hour of paperwork and waiting, the remains of the victims are lifted onto the Mexican military plane that's making the flight to Guatemala. So far, a total of 31 victims have been returned to their home countries.
I am honored that they reach out to us, but we're here to help. It's a service-oriented business. It's hard. There's a lot of feelings and things that go on.
So even as 31 victims were returned home, the investigation into that tragic fire continues. A total of 6 people have been detained in connection to that fire, and 23 migrants remain hospitalized. Reporting from Ciudad Juarez, Robert Holguin, KFOX 14.